Is there an album that you remember purchasing that left a lasting impression on you? Like, what's the first one maybe you remember?
Let's see here. Yeah, there was, let's see here. If I go way back, really far back, probably Fire Hose, probably a Fire Hose record. Flying the Flannel. So, I mean, those guys were like anti-glamour in all respects, you know. So, when you're 12 and 13 years old and you're just getting into rock music,
Yeah.
that was a big one for me way back when.
I just found Fantastic Planet by Failure again. It was an album that I listened to a long time ago, and upon hearing it again, it kind of almost made me realize that I haven't changed much as a person as far as my musical influences go. I still love that album, and it's
Yeah, that is a good album.
there's a lot of emotion in that album, and everything is really cool.
So, what has been one of the most memorable career moments for you guys so far?
Man, there's so many.
I got a bad one.
You got a bad one?
Yeah, with the MP spraying the
Oh, yeah.
troops with mace.
Yeah,
That was
that's
pretty
bad one.
ridiculous.
Yeah, we played Fort Bragg on the 4th of July this year, and they had never had a rock band play their event. It was like 50,000, Army personnel, and
They were having a good time.
yeah, and they all came in, and all these, just rabid fans came in, and they started moshing, and then the cops didn't know. They thought it was a fight, so they went in and started
no.
macing. We had to stop the show, and so go on YouTube and check it out.
Wow.
It's brutal.
As far as a good one.
Yeah, it's not a good one, but it's memorable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think a huge high point for me in my career has been Snowcore. We headlined a tour called Snowcore. It was many years ago, but we got to sort of handpick a few of the bands that were on it with us, and so I got to know Paige Hamilton from Helmet, which is one of my big music idols, if you want to call it that. But so that was a high point for me, getting to know him, and someone actually being, someone you look up to actually being cool for once, 'cause
That's always
I
good.
don't
It would
really-
be the worst if they were mean and it was a disappointment.
Yeah, it's happened too many times. I don't even want to meet people that I'm, sort of looking up to anymore. If they don't, if it's a bad impression, first impression or whatever, it's better to just not even. I don't need to know them. I need to. It's okay to admire them from afar.
Yeah. So. So, how happy are you with the success of the single Jars?
Oh man, every time we play that song, it's crazy. It's great. Yeah, very happy with it. Especially, it's such an off the wall topic, and people gravitate towards it. I guess it's a really good, kind of head bobbing beat, and it's just really recognizable right out of the gate. It doesn't have a long lead into it.
Yeah.
It starts with vocals, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I hear it all over Saga Late. Did it take a little while to pick up, or did it pick up right away? Yeah.
Right out of the gate. Yeah.
So, what's the best way for fans to keep up to date with you guys?
Well, that's actually a bone of contention in our world. We're trying to work on our website, but right now Epic owns it, so it's not being updated as much as we had hoped. So we're working on that. The best way for people to keep, in touch with us is, maybe just keep checking the MySpace board, or we really actually don't participate in Twitter too much. It's not really good. But the best way would probably come to a show, which if you're a real fan, I think you're going to be into.
Well, I've heard that's the best way to get it out there now anyway. Just, I'm sure you guys have witnessed plenty of changes within the music industry and the way that they operate now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how much of an effect has that had?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, we literally started our career 11 years ago in a time when you could sell records.
Right.
You could actually maybe have a career and do some touring and then go make another album. Now it's flip-flopped, and touring is the ultimate source now. It's like it seems like to me that's all we do. And I love to play shows, but I love to be creative. Dean loves to be creative, in so many different ways. And when you're stuck in a bus rambling around the country, it's great, but after a while you just want to go home and make another album.
Oh, yeah.
That's all we're trying to do right now. In a nutshell.
So if you had your choice between playing like the bigger festivals like this one or the more intimate club shows, I know I caught you guys I think in Allentown like a while back at like a very small place. Which do you prefer?
Well, this is a festival vibe. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's just too hectic. There's you're playing in the daytime half the time, which takes a lot of the mystery out of it.
Right.
Obviously, for us, we're just a rock band that loves to play dirty clubs. That's all we, that's how we cut our teeth. And
There's nothing better than headlining. I mean,
of course, you have the control, and that's the hardest part about doing festivals. Is
Yeah.
you lose that control, and you're kind of subjective. So
you gotta make the best of what you have.
yeah, throw and go, and
Well, I've heard it described as like very chaotic. Plus, you're so far from the crowd that instead of being able to get down and sweaty like with the actual audience, it's like they're like 50 feet away over the barricade somewhere.
At some points, it's almost a relief at the end of a long tour because at least we get like usually you get really nice dressing rooms or nice bathrooms. But when you're playing clubs and everything, and that's like the fight. That's like in the pits.
Yeah.
I mean that in a good way. It's like we're battling in the trenches. It's I think that's a great place to make fans because you are so close to them.
Oh, great. Yeah.
You also see the fans and they're there for you.
And they appreciate the interaction too, like they really do. Well, I guess to tie things up and let you guys get back to your day, is there any, final message or comment or anything I didn't touch on that you'd like to discuss?
well, not really. I think we covered everything, but we definitely can't wait to start on the new album. And a little tidbit of information: it may be an all-acoustic album. We'll see.
Yeah,
Throw that out there.
that'd be good.
Something entirely different.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me.
Sure.